Pierce College, I was an evening student predominantly, so my experience was different than probably the daytime students. But what I discovered from that, even though I was often the youngest one in the class, because a lot of your evening classes are for working professionals, working adults, I always had a high level of engagement from the teachers who were teaching in the evening. And I struggled with math a lot. There's a reason I'm not a mathematician, but I struggled with it. But I remember, I apologize, his name was actually Randy. His name was Randy. And Randy went above and beyond to always provide tutoring options and sit down so that we could reteach or pre-teach, teach, and then reteach if necessary. Not just the methodology of sit and do the tasks of let me talk at you. He sat side by side with me and helped me understand the algorithms and the formulas, the basics behind why that was happening, which as I shared with you just a bit, the shifts for our students here at Eveskcige, that's what we will be doing more of. Not just talking at you, but let me show you how it's done. And he made a difference for me in my confidence level around math, because it wasn't just about here, you get this task done. It was, let me help you understand why it's that way. And so, yes, it was Randy. Yes, and the other professor that really kind of stands out was an anthropology professor. And I remember his classroom was out in a module, and what I remember most about that was somebody who engaged not just in the content, but cared about me as a person. And I lost my uncle to cancer during that period of time, and he was understanding and supportive. And sometimes when you're in colleges, no matter what level, from associates on up, you have some professors who are not as understanding. And if you miss class, then you miss out on points. And if you miss out on points, that has an impact on your GPA. And if it impacts your GPA, then ultimately it can have impact on funding. And so one relates to another. And I didn't find that with him. In fact, he gave me opportunities to extend a few things that needed to be extended so I can spend the time with my family. And I'll never forget that, because I didn't have that experience in other schools. And it still stands out to me as something I'm appreciative of.